Down boss Jim McCorry has been developing a new team while also winning promotion. His side's top scorer is Donal O'Hare, while the squad got a big lift with the return of Caolan Mooney from Australian rules. Roscommon's Cathal Craig played in the county's last Division 2 league final 8 years ago. He lines up as part of a side containing brothers Conor and Niall Daly among the backline, while David Murray is in for the suspended Shawty McDermott. And one late change for them, Cian Connolly replaces Diarmuid Murtagh. Mark Poland had been expected to start, but a freak accident in the kickabout beforehand keeps him out of the match. The crowd gets up to full voice as Maurice Deegan from Laois gets the match underway, and it is Down playing from left to right in the first half. McKernan straight away launching the first attack, misjudged at the back, hit by Conor Laverty, and the opening score comes after about 15 seconds. Well, it was misjudged by the fullback Niall Carty, a real bouncing one there, and absolutely deceived the Roscommon fullback. Down certainly have plenty of numbers back there and a spare player as well. Still managed to get that ball across to Senan Kilbride. Very good distribution, but he wasn't able to hold it. Line ball instead. Slipped in cleverly here as far as Ciaran Murtagh. And Murtagh uses the fist and puts this one over the bar. Roscommon lead in the match for the first time. 5.5 minutes are gone. That was a product of very quick thinking on the part of Senan Kilbride to get it in as far as Murtagh. Down were caught a bit flat-footed, and Roscommon into profit. Down build-up here. Peter Turley. Onto it comes McArdle. Available here, Jared Collins. Back in here as far as Mooney. Caolan Mooney setting one up here for Benny McArdle. First point in this year's league for McArdle. He's tied up the game here at 3 points apiece. Caolan Mooney with the final assist. That could very easily have ended up in the back of the Roscommon net. Had the power, certainly. Quickly in by Kilbride. Into Connolly. Back out to the number 14. Having a go and doing well. First of the day for Senan Kilbride, and Roscommon lead once again, and we've gone some 13 minutes without a score. Well, that was worth waiting for. Bit of enterprise and a lot of accuracy. Here's Neil Collins. Dished off here as far as Donny Smith. Hasn't scored so far, but sets up an opportunity here for Senan Kilbride. It was a lovely ball, and Kilbride, if he looked up, there was a run into the area by Kevin Higgins. It's going to be a free kick instead. This time it's Senan Kilbride, blocked down, and there's another yellow card to Benny McArdle, and he has got a red. And Down are down to 14 players. Benny McArdle is sent off. Down will play the whole of the second half, a man short. Well, it was that check there on Senan Kilbride that caused the referee Maurice Deegan to give him the second yellow. McKernan again. Turley now. Jared Collins. Caolan Mooney now. He's had a shot earlier on which was off target, and this one is very sweetly struck. And he's made it 6 points apiece. Really nice score. Senan Kilbride. Kilbride pursued by a couple of Down players, and another bad ball given away to Jared Collins. Out by Luke Howard. Carried on here by Conor Laverty. One man to aim it inside, but that one man is the quality player inside, Donal O'Hare. Spins beautifully and strikes it over the bar. A second for Donal O'Hare in this game. And he's put Down in front before half-time by 7 points to 6. Lovely through ball. There were two defenders back there, but it was inch perfect, and O'Hare was spot on with his shot. Conor Daly. One man to play it down to, that's Cian Connolly. He's contributed handsomely. Senan Kilbride back in here once again. Back by Daly. Late opportunity, and that's beautifully over. Another one, this time for Donny Smith. And the teams level at 7 points apiece. Anyone's match. Kicked in by Cafferkey. Followed up by the fullback, Carty. Down into the corner here once again, it's Kieran Cafferty, an impossible angle. Can he make it? He can. Great point. Well, it's two members of the defensive squad who get upfield. Niall Carty, the fullback, the left half Kieran Cafferty, insofar as they are left halves anymore, and a great score. Difficult one for Conor McGinn to hold on to with Roland Stack alongside him, but he did well. Donal O'Hare looks up, hits it into space here for Mooney to go racing after, and to lay it off to Kevin McKernan, who strikes beautifully with the right and puts it over, his first point, and that's 2 points for Down now, having conceded the opening 4 points of the half to Roscommon. 2 between them, 11-9. Mooney involved, this time the provider, and the final shot was by the 27-year-old from Burren. Game is picked up in quality at the start of the second half. Cian Connolly immediately surrounded by Down players, and then he fouled the ball, Connolly. And Down showing a bit more eagerness and anticipation now, getting it down to Conor Laverty, their captain. Change of direction. Moving ahead of him is Paul Devlin. The other side of it here is Donal O'Hare. Scored 2 in the first half and now gets a third. And Down's recovery is improving the whole time. And they're now within 1 of Roscommon. It's 11-10. The sun comes out as Keith Higgins gathers that one in, lays it off to his midfield partner Cathal Shine, supported by Conor Daly. Now we're seeing both teams play a little bit more expressively. Senan Kilbride blocked out initially, has another go at it, and now he's got a second in the second half, and a third in all. Big, strong man leading this attack. Good Roscommon support here to see their team. Big hopes for this side, based upon all the very good under-21 talent we've seen emerge from Roscommon in recent years. And Laverty in possession, impishly knocking that one forward here. O'Hanlon was involved, now it's O'Hare, comes back as far as Laverty. And the little man among the giants in there. Down somehow retained possession. Ryan Johnson played into space here, carried on by Kevin McKernan, a point scored a little while ago, and the referee has his hand up. That ball went over the bar, and he's given it. I think he was going to give an advantage. There's no need. Kevin McKernan has scored it, and Down are within 1. 12-11, Roscommon continue to lead. You see he was fouled there just as he was kicking that ball away, and the referee was going to give the advantage. No need. Played in here as far as Conor Daly. Pursuing him is Conor McGinn. Nice change of direction. Back it comes once more. Senan Kilbride. And he's really found the range spectacularly in the second half. 3 wonderful points since half-time. 4 in all now for him. And Roscommon lead the match 13-11. Just booted that with that left leg, elegantly struck over the crossbar. Brian Murtagh. Harney playing it back in here again, Murtagh. Nicely carrying it on here for Niall Daly. Again, lots of space, loads of space. They're marking nobody in particular, certainly not the man on the ball. And it runs on for Diarmuid Murtagh, and they ran right through the Down defence that time. Well, I don't know whether it's man marking, zonal marking, or whatever it is, but surely the man carrying the ball through deserved something of a challenge. There was none. And then when it came to Diarmuid Murtagh, he made it 15 points to 12. Cafferty. Change of direction by Neil Collins. Well, some pass if it works out. And an opportunity for Kieran Murtagh. Only goal of the game so far. Brings smiles to the faces. It was a belter by Kieran Murtagh. But what a long ball that in. Played in beautifully in there to cause a moment of consternation. The backs couldn't deal with it, and the goalkeeper was beaten all ends up. Beautiful goal by Kieran Murtagh, his first of this year's league. Surely now it's Roscommon's title. Back in Division 1 next season as champions. The referee looks at his watch and blows the final whistle, and it's victory by 5 points for Roscommon here in the Alliance League Division 2 final. And the final score is Roscommon 117, Down 15 points. GA President Egon Farrell then presenting the Division 2 trophy to Niall Carty, the Rossies Division 2 champions.
But I suppose the turning point really was the red card. You know, I know we've seen games last night where, you know, the red card didn't affect the team as much on it, but certainly Roscommon knew how to use their extra man well, and they're a big, strong physical side, and they played it well. You know, so probably chasing the game with that extra man, and that's the way I would see that.
One of the things we've been trying to do is build confidence in this Roscommon team, and every little increment helps, and every visit to Croke Park and you know, winning another final, it's a help, and those little increments, they really, really do help a team. So look, for next year, certainly the facing these mighty powers of Division 1, we hope to be a small bit better.